Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. With that, we head across the Atlantic to London. Standing by with the call and maybe a little jet-lagged, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and our home team. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former second-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, look at the starters now defensively for the Bears. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. So here come the Bears under second-year coach Matt Nagy. They'll be led out by their now 30-year-old quarterback, Cam Newton, MVP of the league back in 2015.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll run with Geis. A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 11 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The numbers for Sanders last week, 15 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
53 is the mic. Hey, keep it up.
The 5th year back from Texas. This is Malcolm Brown. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
A second-round pick out of LSU. The league's about to get their first real extended look at running back Darius Geis, who missed all of his rookie season with a knee injury, but he was ultra-productive in college with over 3,000 yards rushing, a strong runner inside, can also get to the perimeter. He's fortunate enough that the knee injury happened early enough in the season last year that he should be ready to go for all of 2019.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That one whistled against David Bakhtiari. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
That's it, baby. That's it.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Third and long, it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's a screen to Richard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Newton. This will be caught by Brown. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On first down, it's Brown. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I know he ain't got it.
Now Cam, option left. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
A 7-yard gain.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Brown. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
53's mine. 53. Check. 53.
Watch the run. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Newton. The open man is Westbrook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He'll find his running back here, Richard. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, Armstead. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. On first down, Sanders. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down and 4, Carr. It's caught, Smith. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr, and it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Riley Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Out of the gun, Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Cam's going to run the option right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. They'll run. This is Brown. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
53, check 53. Let's get it together, defense.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Play action, it's Newton. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, the Bears break through, and they block it. Now, so much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Carr now on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have the lead as we send you back across the Atlantic to London and rejoin Sir Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. Third down.
They'll run on third down with Brown. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot and see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Caught by Nelson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down now. It's Sanders, and he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Offense.
And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. That's on the first-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Now Carr, the open man here, Renfro. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Throwing his Carr on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now,
and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards on the ground. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 24. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Newton under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The quick slam, good for 8 and a 1st. On 1st down, Sanders trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, now Carr. It's caught by Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
Here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Mike, 53, Mike. I got you.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Cam, option left. And an alley to run. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Newton. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Quincy Williams on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton looking for his running back, and he's got him. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Welcome back now here in London. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He's got Smith here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Lets it go for Nelson, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run, it's Sanders. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
58, boys, 58, 58.
On first down, Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. DeMarcus Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Carr completes it. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now a play fake. Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's caught. Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Carr now on 3rd and goal. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Draw play for Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
53, come on, 53, check 53. Come on, dude.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jonathan Bostic in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Carr now on first down. Caught by Nelson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas. We can do it.
To throw again. Carr. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now Newton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Carr now to throw. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's the Raiders punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Amendola's got it, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Bostic in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
Regulation with the score all time.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
We got this.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton, that's complete to his tight end Higbee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Brown. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Right back to Brown. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down by Shedrick Redwine.
4 down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now it's Newton. And the Raiders have got him. Jaleel Johnson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
On 2nd down, Richard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game.
Hey, watch 13, watch 13. Single.
Carr now on 1st down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throw from Carr complete to Renfro. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He gets it complete to Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 27, Carr. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And this is not going to do it. It's no good. An ambitious effort to try and force this game into sudden death, but it was not to be, and they fall by 3 in overtime. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Bears, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.